Have you ever wondered how professional sports bettors make money? Let me show you. First, we have scrapers that go out and look at all the lines, and then they also look at the head-to-head data, the trends, which teams are doing good, which teams are doing poorly. So let me just show you right here. I think it's easier to explain if I just showed you. Right here, I'm looking at the Royals 5-5, Royals are 3-7, and then the Twins are 7-3. So I can already see that the Twins have won 7 times in the last 10 games against the spread, yet the Royals are 3-7, so it's flip-flopped, So then I would start my research right there. So right there I would save the Twins. Okay, I'm not going to go with all the extreme detail, but you can see right here I have batter props, I have the pitcher data, I have what the pitcher did against the team, and then I have the injuries. So I have a lot of information here, which I'm not going to go into all the details. Like I said, I'm just going to give you the breakdown. If I see something, I'll point it out. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip it. So right here I see, and then then I also have the over-unders. So right here it's 5-5, 9-1, and 5-3. So anyways, 9-1 right there is the Kansas City Royals. In the last 10 games, they've gone over 9 times and only went under once. So I might look at the team total for the Royals on the over. Rockies are 4-5, Rockies are 6-4. So I'm going to skip this game. I can already see that it's kind of a wash. There's nothing that shows that either I should look at the Diamondbacks or the Rockies, just based on this trends. 6-4, 4-4, and then I'm looking also on the over/unders again. Nothing is sticking out there. 4-6, 5-5, 4-6. So right here it does stand out as far as right here the 7 over, 6 over, and 8 over. So there's a lot of trends for the over on this game. So what I'll do then is I'll write this down. Rangers versus Red Sox over. And it looks like the over is extremely, so 7, 6, and 8. So I'm going to write heavy because it is a heavy trend towards the over. Now, obviously, this is not all the research we do. Like I said, there's batter stuff here, there's pitcher stuff here, there's injury stuff. Then we also look at the line moves and all that stuff. So basically, what professional sports bettors like myself, what we do is that we look at trends, we look at line moves, we look at injuries, we look at what the pitcher has done, what the other team has done, how they do at home, and all this stuff. Then we also look at the public money, what the casinos are doing and stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. If you're interested and you don't want to look at all this data that we do every day, we have a VIP section here on the description, and you can see the options there. We also have an option now where we're sharing all this information, so you would get this spreadsheet just like this, plus all the other research that we do. So if you're interested in that, that's called the data scraper information. It's also in the description. Let me just keep going now. 6-4, 6-4, 5-5, and then you can see here it's 8 on the under, and then it's 6 on the over and 7 on the over. So that's pretty much a wash. I'm not gonna mess with that. And then all these other ones look like a wash as well. 5-5, 6-4, 5-5, and then all these over-unders are pretty similar. I'm not gonna mess with it. 3-7. Okay, so now we're looking at the Tigers. They're 7-3. So if you look at this reversed, it's 7 for the Tigers, 3 for the Mariners. I actually looked at this game yesterday. Or actually I looked at, these two teams played each other yesterday, and I didn't like some stuff, so I didn't actually place the bet. But that doesn't mean that today is not something that I would look at. So anyways, what I would do see here is that 7-3, then it's 4-6 for the Mariners, and then it's 8-2 for the Tigers. So definitely Tigers are very strong here. So again, I'm going to write this down. Tigers 4-6, 5-5, 7-3. So nothing stands out. 8 on the under, 7 on the over, 6 on the over. So that's pretty much a wash. I'm not going to touch that. 6, 7, 3. Okay, so that kind of stands out a little bit, which is the Cubs 6-4, and then the Cubs are 7-3. So the first line is basically just showing what they've done against each other. The other 2 lines here, the last 10 games, there's nothing that stands out on the over-unders, but the Cubs do look like a stronger play here, which is 6-4, and then 7-3. And then you look at the Guardians on a 3-7. So let me write down the Cubs. 5-5, 6-4, 6-4. All these. Okay, this is very strong under. So you can see here it's let me zoom in here so you can see it. 8 on the under, 7 on the under, 8 on the under. So this is a very strong under. Again, I just write this down. Under. And then I'll write heavy just because I see a lot of numbers towards the under there. Got 6 and 4, 6 and 4, 3 and 7. It's not too strong, and especially because it's the Athletics, I'm not going to touch it. So even though it looks decent, I don't like the A's. They just have been horrible for years. All right, so Dodgers are 8 and 2, Dodgers are 6 and 2, and then Brewers are 4 and 6. So that's a strong play for the Dodgers, or it's looking like a strong play, I should say, not a strong play. So I'm just going to write it down. Dodgers 6 and 4, 4 and 6, 4 and 6, and then these over-unders look the same or similar. 6 and 2, 6. This is too close to tell. Same thing with the over-unders. 3 and 7. So I'm looking at the Giants here. The Braves are 1 and 9. Wow. And then the Giants. I actually went with the Giants yesterday, and they lost by 1 in extra innings. So it was a very close game. I did lose that bet, but I mean, it was a good bet. So I'm gonna write down the Giants again, and then we can look at, you know, the pitcher and then everything I had just mentioned before. So anyways, that's the slate for today. We're looking at the Twins, and then we're looking at the Rangers versus the Red Sox on the over. We're looking at the Tigers. We're looking at the Cubs, and then we're looking at the Astros and the Rays on the under, the Dodgers and the Giants. So again, this is not our plays. This is just the leans. And from here, again, we would look at, I'm not going to go into it now, but we would look at what the batters have done against the pitchers, the teams have done at home, away, injuries, and all that stuff. So there's a lot more that goes into this. These are not our final plays, but at least you get a start for today. If you're interested in this sort of information, make sure you subscribe. And also, if you want our VIP plays, then you can look at that in the description as well. We have daily options, weekly options, monthly options, and even annual options. So check those out.